Throughout history, foreign powers have fought over the land we call Israel. All three Abrahamic religions have a claim to the land. For Christians, it was where Jesus was crucified and resurrected. For Jews, this is where the Temple of Solomon was built. And for Muslims, this is where Muhammad journeyed to heaven. The Jews in Israel began to rebel against the Roman Empire and refused to adopt Roman ways. Because of this, the Romans issued the diaspora, which dispersed the Jews amongst the world. Fast forward hundreds of years later, and Israel became settled by Arabs. These Arabs began to identify themselves as not just ethnically Arab, but Palestinian, a nation that was deserving of a state. Meanwhile, in Europe, a movement called Zionism was happening. Zionism was the idea that Judaism was not just a religion, but an ethnicity, one that deserved a state. Many Zionists viewed Palestine, their historic homeland, as their best hope for a state. Thousands of Jews began to immigrate to Palestine. After the war, the United Nations created a plan to divide the area known as Palestine. Half the land would belong to the Arabs, while the other half would become the state of Israel. The Arabs that lived in Palestine were angry because it meant that they would lose parts of their rightful homeland. After the state of Israel was created, the surrounding Arab neighbors attacked Israel in an event that became known as the Six-Day War. However, the Israeli army was better trained and equipped and defeated their Arab neighbors. Israel then seized the land that was set aside to be Palestine. People have debated what the right solution is. The first is the one-state solution. The one-state solution would create a state where Israelis and Palestinians would live side by side and run the country together. Opponents of this plan say that it would destroy the idea of a Jewish state. However, Jews would still be the majority if this were to occur. The other solution is a two-state solution. Under this plan, Israel and Palestine would function as two separate states. The problem with this plan is that there would be disputes over land, since both Jews and Muslims have holy sites all across the area. While no one knows the solution, people have been fighting for justice for both Israelis and Palestinians.